Hey. Hey, what's up everybody? It's Gwen and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing a chit chat get ready with me / life update. So yeah, I've been gone for about, I think 6 months now, which is the longest I've been off of YouTube. But I've never really taken a break from YouTube. It wasn't really intentional, it just kind of happened. So I just wanted to, fill you guys in on what's been going on and what's gone. I just wanted to fill you guys in on what's been going on in my life and yeah, just give you a little update. So if you enjoy this video, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe. Also be sure to turn on all your notifications and yeah, let's get started. All right, you guys, so I wanted to at least make a dedicated video because I was just gonna, post a video like nothing ever happened, but I felt like that would be like more awkward and clearly like there's no like good way to come back. So I was like, let me just, have a little sit down video. I haven't done this in a while. So much has changed for me in 6 months. And so, yeah, I want to share it with you guys. So yeah, sorry, this lighting is really bad because I decided to film randomly. It's like about to be like 5 p.m. So the sun's going down. So like, the lighting is weird. But anyway, so yeah, how have you guys been? I know that, people are probably like, why'd you leave in the first place? I mean, if you didn't care, it's fine. But yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna start off with foundation. I'm gonna tell you what I'm using just because when I see people do their makeup, I like for them to tell me what they're doing. That's just how I am. Anyways, yeah, I'm taking my Estee Lauder DoubleWear foundation. I use the shade 5W2 and 6W1, which are my winter and summer shades. Unfortunately, I didn't get as much sun this summer, so I'm somewhere in between. I'm not at fully my summer shade. So yeah, I'm just gonna be dotting this everywhere. This is kind of also gonna be like my everyday makeup. I'll be doing a dedicated video to it just so that you can have one video of me not rambling. But yeah, so this is what I've been doing. My skin all of a sudden started to break out. I did try a new face mask, so I think that's why my skin has been freaking out all of a sudden. And I've been studying, I'm in medical school. If you didn't know that already, I am now a 3rd year medical student. Woohoo, living the dream. And yeah, so that was basically the reason why I had to leave, because school was starting to get really hectic. As you could see from my channel history, I used to post pretty often, like once a week, and that was when I graduated from college. I was working full time, and I didn't have much else to do in my daily life except for go to work and come home. So it was really easy to film pretty often. Then when I started med school, I started doing a kind of like every other week / like once a month type of thing. But yeah, I had to cut back because things were starting to get really real. First of all, I took neurology, so study of the brain. And yeah, that was a trip. So yeah, that happened. And so yeah, I just needed to take a break because it's like, yeah, it's all fun and games to be on YouTube, but it's like, I need to get my life together because YouTube is not my full-time job. I am in school. And it's not something that you can just, let fall through the cracks. Like, I really had to take a second and be like, all right, like, let me actually get my life. Because, if I'm wasting all this money, all this time, and I'm not even graduating, like, what's the point? So yeah, I kind of alluded to this also in my previous video, my what's in my bag video. I had mentioned that I was about to take a board exam, and that was another big reason why I needed to take a break because I'm still studying for it. I will be taking it soon. But yeah, things started to get really, really hectic. I started my rotations, which is basically my 3rd and 4th year, I'm in hospitals. So I'm doing different rotations at different hospitals. And so that was my first time ever doing that, as well as there's a test at the end of each rotation. So that's every month. So I have to study. And also I have homework assignments. And then I had this board exams. And my first rotation was pretty good. I had just like regular hours. My second one though, which was this past month, was OBGYN, which is like delivering babies and things like that. And that was like 12-hour days, and I was like commuting an hour each way. So it was just a lot. And yeah, I was having another pest problem, so I had to deal with that. I decided to just get a cat. So I don't know where she is right now. She might make an appearance, but I have a cat now. Her name is Princess. She's great. I'll insert a photo. Yeah, so she's great. She might make an appearance. But yeah, so I had gotten another cat, and I had to take him back to the shelter. He was like attacking me and biting me, and I was just like, I know I'm not a cat person, but gosh, like, am I really this incompatible with a cat? But no, he had some problems, and so I was dealing with that. Yeah, I was like in a rush because I was like, I need a cat today. Like, this is my only day off. I need a cat. So I was like, you know, trying to rush the process, but it worked out fine. So I ended up taking him back, and I got another one. I got her. So yeah, there was that. And also with this pest problem, I had to do like a major like declutter of my apartment. So I got rid of a lot of things. Like, I got rid of my bedspread. Like, as you can see, I had this like random bedspread on my bed right now. So yeah, I just got rid of like a lot of stuff, stuff that was like on the floor. I was just like, let me just get rid of it. But anyway, yeah, so that was another reason why I needed to handle things. And yeah, it's just a new transition for me. I was fortunate enough to not really need to transition between undergrad and grad school, the pace I was used to. But this was the first time I was dealing with rotations and, like I said, you know, the exams, and yeah, it was just new territory for me. But yeah, so needless to say, I was not handling it well. I was like so stressed out, and I was just upset because I'm like, okay, like, am I failing at life right now? But now my rotation, this rotation I'm on right now that I just started, has better hours, and this is actually like the first long weekend that I've had since ever. Like, yeah, I basically didn't have a summer break this year, so this is my first time dealing with that. So yeah, not fun. I mean, I still did things. I was still very social, despite being on my rotations, which was probably part of the problem. But I don't know. I'm definitely starting to realize what I value in life, and I will definitely say that one thing I value is my free time. So with that said, you know, I'm having to figure out basically what kind of doctor I want to be this 3rd and 4th year. And so I definitely realized that I'm taking a different direction. Going in a different direction. I had thoughts on doing this pretty competitive specialty, one that would require a lot of schooling, and just not really, it's just you have, you know, outpatient, as they say, where it's like you work office hours versus like, you know, a surgeon where you're working like mad hours. I mean, of course, once you get more specialized, you're allowed to dictate how many hours you work. But basically, I'm starting to realize that there's certain factors that I'm looking for when it comes to choosing my job and my future. And I just feel a lot of pressure picking it, first of all. And I'm starting to realize what I value. I'm just trying to figure out my strategy in life and whatnot. So yeah, that's pretty much what I've been dealing with as far as why I left, what was happening while I was gone, and kind of like, yeah, why I needed this break. But yeah, a lot of internal work I've been doing too. I learned a lot, and I think it's a perfect opportunity because I can, you know, share things with you guys. I know that my channel has to do a lot with like personal growth and just like, you know, yeah, like life lessons. I just turned 25 actually a month ago, and I feel a little old. Not really, because I know that like on the spectrum of things, I'm still pretty young, but I definitely feel like something definitely has changed in me within these last 6 months. You know, I feel like this is a journey that not every 25-year-old is going through. Not to say that I'm like, you know, I have the hardest life, but I'm definitely saying that like this is a unique journey that not everybody goes through. And yeah, I feel a great amount of pressure. I feel a great amount of stress. I feel a great amount of anxiety. I've been feeling really depressed lately. Like, I've just been going through a lot of emotions. And I say all that to say, you know, you have to give yourself a break sometimes. Like, clearly you can't just like not do your work, but I say that you have to be willing to focus on what's important to you and what you need to get done at that moment. So that's the reason why I left YouTube and took a break, because I was like, I need to get my life together. I know for social media, I kind of took a break from social media because I also needed to focus. But that was another thing. I really didn't know what to post, and I was kind of like judging, like, is this worth posting? Is this creative enough? Like, I don't know. I just felt like I was overthinking everything. I'm a big overthinker. I learned that during this past 6 months. I overthink everything. So, but anyway, yeah, so that's another reason why I took a break, just because I kind of didn't know what to post. But I was also busy with school, so it was kind of just like, it all kind of happened at the same time. But okay, now I'm going to apply my powder. I'm going to use the MAC Studio Fix powder foundation. I use NC55, and then I mix together NC43 under my eyes. This is just an arbitrary number. Like, it doesn't have to be NC43 that I mix together, but this is just what I do for under my eyes at least. So yeah, a big thing that I learned is just to, do you and not really care about what people think, you know. So easy to say it than to actually do it, right? But I always think about, like, in history, when people have done anything different. Like, for example, I was thinking like Rosa Parks. Probably like the day before she decided that she was gonna say no to giving up her seat. I'm sure that she probably told somebody and they were like, girl, don't do that, don't do that. She's like, no, I'm gonna do it. And she did it. And I'm sure at the time people were like, see, she's so stupid, she got arrested. But it's like, you know, fast forward, you know, she's a historical figure, you know? So I always say that, like, it's really hard to go against the status quo, if you will, at the time, but down the road, you're gonna realize that, like, people will copy you or they'll praise you. At the time, they'll, you know, make fun of you or talk bad about you, but like, you know, down the road, they're gonna admire you for, you know, having the balls to do something different. So I've been doing that a lot too, because I'll use an example. That looks so much better. Oh my God. Okay. So for example, I'm really into K-pop right now. I did it. I got into K-pop. And that's definitely one thing that, like, whenever I talk to people about it, they're like, first of all, when you think of a K-pop fan, you would think of like a teenager. I'm like 25. I'm not exactly a teenager, but like, I really got into K-pop. Not like crazy. I'm not like super involved, but I do have like select groups that I like. For example, my favorite group right now is Monster X. I actually saw them in concert last month. Yeah, girl. It was something serious. It was really fun. I actually went by myself because I wasn't about to buy a ticket to invite somebody. And plus, once the concert starts, you know, you don't really notice who's around you. My mom decided to though come with me for the day and just go to, we went to New York because that's where the concert was. So she decided to do that. But yeah, I just did that. And that was also something where I was like, I'm just gonna go. Like, cause I just happened to be like, oh, I wonder if they would ever come to the US or whatever. And they did. And so I bought a ticket and I went, and it was so much fun. They're coming back next year, so I'm definitely gonna go. But yeah, so that's another thing. I've just been kind of going with what I like, you know, and things like that. So focusing on what I wanted to focus on, just being a little bit more selfish, I guess, in a good way, of course, you know, as far as like personally what I need to get done, I had to learn to be a little bit more selfish and be like, no, I actually need to do this for myself, and be firm, because people will really try to manipulate you. It's so crazy. Like you want to see the good in people and be like, oh no, no one would ever, that person would ever do that. But then like down the road, you're kind of like taking notes, being like, wait a second. But anyway, and I'm gonna do my brows with my DipBrow like always. But yeah, another thing that I want to talk about is just again with letting what people, not like letting others dictate how I move, is the way I've been filming. So for example, if you watch some of my old videos, I don't know if you could tell, but I personally can tell, I was just a lot more free with what I would say. I don't know if it's because I started to write down notes and like kind of make like scripts almost. I don't know if it was because of that, or just me, you know, being super, I don't know, anal and stuff like that. I don't know, but I don't know. I just felt like my videos were starting to make it sound like I had a stick up my ass. Like I was starting to seem like real uptight and just real like rigid, and I don't know, I didn't like it. To the point where like watching my videos, I was just like, girl, like chill out, like loosen up, like relax. I don't know, I just kind of felt like my videos were starting to seem a little bit uptight, and I kind of want to get back to how I was before, where I'm kind of like not censoring myself, but I don't know. And I know that part of it is probably because in the beginning I didn't tell anyone in my personal life about my YouTube channel. I mainly did it just so that I could, you know, embark on a new journey without having like the opinions of others be, you know, in the way at all. Which I recommend for anybody who is starting something new. I think it's a good idea to not, you know, tell anyone ahead of time, until you can like show that you've actually accomplished something with it. Don't tell anyone your next move. Yeah, I've been actually working on that in my personal life, and not telling people my business too much. So yeah, but anyway, back to how I was saying, I felt like the way I was filming, especially like the way I would talk in videos, was being heavily influenced by, I guess, paying attention to views, but probably more so just paying attention to the fact that I'm posting something online and like people judging it, I guess. And it's me overthinking again and thinking of worst case scenario / like just the worst outcome, being pretty negative. That was another thing that I was starting to realize around the time when I decided to take a break from YouTube. I just wasn't in like the best mood, and I was like, I'm probably not going to be that entertaining to watch, because I'm just going to be, you know, a big mess. I'm going to sound like I need to, you know, sit down somewhere. So yeah, but what was I going with that? What was I saying? I have amnesia. Okay, anyway, it'll come back to me. Let me just do the next step. So next I'm going to apply some highlighter. This is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlighter. This is my favorite highlighter. Sorry, my camera cut off. But yeah, I'm using the Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlighter in Precious Petals. This has been my favorite highlighter recently. I don't know if you could tell, but overall I've been liking a pretty soft look recently. My favorite person to watch on YouTube lately has been this guy named Edward Avila. He does K-beauty videos, and I've been liking how he does his makeup, nice and subtle, especially because I'm on rotations now, so I need to like, I don't know, I've been liking lighter makeup as of recently. Is that K-beauty inspired? K-beauty inspired? Maybe. But yeah, I've just been liking it a lot more, because I just haven't been liking it when my makeup is as heavy on me. So yeah, I still haven't figured out where I was going with that last thought. Yeah, okay, I got it, sorry. So basically, what I was saying was, I was judging myself because I was like focusing on too much of like who's watching, I guess. Yeah, I don't know, just being like real like rigid in my videos. Okay, so for eyeshadow, I'm going to be using the Kaja Beauty Bento eyeshadow stack. This is in the shade Glowing Guava. So they are these really cute eyeshadow trio sets. 1, 2, 3, like this. I've really been liking these. The eyeshadows are really good quality, and also it's just been super simple to have everything in like one package. I'm going to apply the first shade. I know these have individual color names, but I don't think they're actually on the thing itself. But I'm going to take the top one. But it's like this really pretty like rose color. Okay, I would take the bottom shade that's in here. I'll use it. It's a little too red in my opinion. Like, it's very pigmented, which is good, but it's not exactly the color that I would want, but I'll still use it. I'm just going to apply this on my lower lash line. And it has a little mirror with it too, so it's just like the cutest little set. I'm gonna use my black Radiance powder. Just the middle one. This is the medium to dark contour palette. Okay, next I'm gonna take some black pencil liner and apply this to my tight line, which is basically like the upper lash line. So this is good for people like me who have smaller eyes. I haven't been liking putting eyeliner on my top lid just to preserve my eyelid space. I'm also going to take some and put it on the outer portion of my waterline. If my skin was a little more fair, I would go in with brown, but brown is not going to show up against my skin. So black ends up looking better. Okay, cool. Okay, to set that black in place, I'm going to take my Lorac Pro 1 palette and just take some black eyeshadow. I'm going to take it on a liner brush like this, and I'm literally just going to stamp right on top of where I put the black. Not so much into my eye because that doesn't feel very comfortable, just like right at the lash line so that the black doesn't go anywhere. Or the black. Like that. Okay. I think I'm going to do the same thing on the upper lash line. Alright. Cool. Surprise Princess hasn't made an appearance yet, but that's fine. Okay. So last for the eyeshadow, I'm going to take... I've been doing shimmer on the lid. So we'll see. I'm going to take the shimmer shade, which is the middle one from this Kaja trio thing. Take it on my ring finger. This might ruin the whole look. Put it right in the center. I learned this from Edward Avila. He does this a lot in his makeup looks, and I'm always like, ooh, it just adds a little something. And this is crazy because I would never use shimmer before, but once I see how it can be used, I'm like, ooh, I never tried it that way. So now I do this with like all shimmer shadows, but it only works if you have a base color. Oh. I hear scratching noises. I think that's Princess. I think she's using her litter box. I should smell that soon. That's the only thing I could not get used to is the litter box that's whatever. I just do it, but one major adjustment that I was not used to. But at least I don't have to go outside. I'm gonna take the same highlighter and apply it right on my tear duct, just a little bit to add a little bit of brightness. I don't want to pack too much in that area. And I just build it up slowly. I'm gonna apply some mascara. I just got a new mascara in the mail finally. This is the Urban Decay Perversion mascara. This is like my favorite foundation, favorite mascara. And so what I do is I take the wand and I wipe off the excess, because this applicator applies a lot of mascara at a time, and my lashes are like long and thin, so they can get clumped up real quick. So I like to wipe it off, and I noticed that really helps prevent a lot of the clumpiness. I forgot to mention my biases in K-pop. Okay, so my bias for Monsta X is Jooheon, aka Joohoney. He changed his name, so yeah, Jooheon. And my bias record from that group is Hyungwon. For a second there was Shonu, but now it's Hyungwon. That boy is just, anyway. So yeah. Other groups I like BTS, not as much as I like Monsta X. There's only a certain amount of songs I like by them, and then I'm just like, I don't know if I like the song. But from BTS, my bias is changing. So first my bias was Namjoon or RM. But recently my bias has switched to Jimin. And then my bias records have been V. V will be like the death of me, of all of us. And then J-Hope has been like sneaking up in there. So yeah. All right, y'all, we're almost done. So last, I'm going to apply some lip gloss to my extremely dry lips, because my chapstick is like over there, but I can't bring myself to stand up and get it. Here she is. Sorry, baby girl. Sorry. All right, anyway, that's the end of this video. So I really hope you guys enjoyed catching up with me, finding out, you know, what's been going on. But yes, that's the end of this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did enjoy this video, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe. Also, be sure to turn on all your notifications, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. Standing still while you was doing handstands on the mattress, acting like matches.